Today I'll share practical methods to help you express yourself clearly and confidently. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where you know exactly what you want to say, but somehow the words just won't come out right? Maybe you struggle to explain your ideas clearly in meetings, or you feel tongue-tied when trying to share your thoughts with friends and family. Perhaps you find yourself rambling or using too many filler words like, and, when speaking. If any of these situations sound familiar, you're definitely not alone, and more importantly, there are simple techniques you can start using today to dramatically improve your communication skills. The real reason why expressing yourself clearly feels so difficult comes down to a few simple factors that most people don't realize. First, your thoughts are often organized chaotically in your mind, making it incredibly hard to translate them into clear, coherent words. Think of it like trying to pour water from a bucket with holes in it. No matter how much water you have, it comes out messy and scattered. Second, most people haven't developed the muscle memory for verbal expression through consistent practice. Just like learning to play piano, communication is a skill that requires regular exercise to become natural and fluid. Third, there's a common mistake that many people make when trying to express themselves. They attempt to say everything at once instead of focusing on one clear message at a time. This leads to confusion and makes it harder for listeners to follow your train of thought. Here's the good news though. Expressing yourself well isn't a talent you're born with. It's actually a completely learnable skill that anyone can develop with the right techniques and consistent practice. Let me share 6 practical methods that will transform your ability to express yourself clearly and confidently. First, the 3-second pause method. This technique is incredibly powerful and you can use it immediately in any conversation. Before responding to any question or making a statement, take a deliberate 3-second pause. During this brief moment, mentally organize your main point into one clear sentence. Then speak your main point first, followed by supporting details if needed. This simple pause gives your brain time to structure your thoughts and prevents you from rambling or saying things you don't actually mean. Research from communication experts shows that people who use strategic pauses are perceived as more thoughtful and confident speakers. You can practice this during low-pressure conversations first, like chatting with family members, then gradually use it in more important situations like work meetings or presentations. Second, the daily mirror practice technique. This method requires just 5 minutes each day and produces remarkable results within weeks. Stand in front of a mirror and choose a simple topic to discuss. It could be your day, a hobby you enjoy, or an opinion you have about something. Speak for exactly 2 minutes about this topic while maintaining eye contact with yourself in the mirror. Focus on speaking in complete sentences and work on eliminating filler words like, and, you know. The mirror provides instant visual feedback about your body language and facial expressions, helping you become more aware of how you come across to others. Recording yourself occasionally will help you track your progress over time. Start with topics you're genuinely passionate about, as enthusiasm naturally improves your speaking flow, then gradually move to more challenging or neutral subjects. Third, the bullet point preparation method. This technique is perfect for important conversations, presentations, or meetings. Before any significant discussion, spend just 2 to 3 minutes writing down your main points as bullet points on paper or in your phone's notes app. Here's the key. Limit yourself to a maximum of 3 bullet points to avoid overcomplicating your message. Practice stating each bullet point in one clear, concise sentence. During the actual conversation, refer back to these points mentally to stay focused and on track. This preparation prevents you from going off on tangents or forgetting important details you wanted to mention. Keep your bullet points simple and action-focused rather than detailed explanations. Professional speakers and successful business leaders use this technique regularly because it ensures clear, organized communication every time. Fourth, the active listening and reflection technique. Many people think communication is just about speaking, but becoming a better listener actually makes you a much more effective speaker too. When someone is talking to you, practice truly focusing on their words rather than planning what you'll say next. After they finish speaking, take a moment to reflect on what they've said before responding. You can even paraphrase their main point back to them by saying something like, "So what I'm hearing is." This technique serves 2 purposes. It shows the other person that you're genuinely engaged in the conversation, and it gives you time to formulate a thoughtful, relevant response. Research institutions have found that people who practice active listening are perceived as more empathetic and intelligent communicators. Fifth, the emotional awareness and tone matching method. Your tone of voice and emotional state significantly impact how your message is received. Before speaking, take a quick moment to check in with your emotional state and adjust your tone accordingly. If you're feeling anxious or frustrated, take a few deep breaths to center yourself before speaking. Match your tone to the content of your message, use enthusiasm when sharing exciting news, speak calmly when discussing serious matters, and show empathy when someone is going through difficulties. Practice this by recording yourself speaking the same sentence with different emotional tones and listening to how dramatically the meaning can change based on your delivery. Sixth, the specific example and storytelling method. Instead of speaking in general terms, make your communication more engaging and memorable by including specific examples and brief stories. When explaining a concept or sharing an opinion, follow up with a concrete example that illustrates your point. For instance, instead of saying, exercise is important for mental health, you could say, exercise is important for mental health. Just last week, I went for a 20-minute walk when I was feeling stressed about a work deadline, and I immediately felt more focused and calm afterward. This approach makes your communication more relatable and helps your listeners understand and remember your message better. Let me summarize the 6 key points we discussed today so you can start implementing them immediately. First, use the 3-second pause before speaking to organize your thoughts. Next, practice speaking to yourself in front of a mirror for 5 minutes daily. Then, prepare bullet points before important conversations to stay focused. Fourth, practice active listening and reflection to become a more thoughtful communicator. Fifth, develop emotional awareness and match your tone to your message. Finally, use specific examples and brief stories to make your communication more engaging and memorable. The most important thing to remember is that these are all skills you can develop with practice, not talents you need to be born with. Please start with whichever method feels most comfortable to you first. After watching this video, I encourage you to try the 3-second pause method in your very next conversation. It only takes a moment to implement, but you might be surprised by how much clearer and more confident you sound right away. You could potentially feel positive changes in your communication within just 1 week of consistent practice. Remember, small daily improvements lead to dramatic long-term results in how effectively you express yourself. If today's content was helpful for improving your communication skills, please hit the like button to let me know. If you want more practical solutions for everyday challenges, please subscribe to the channel for regular tips and techniques. Let's work together to help you become the confident communicator you've always wanted to be. That's all for today, and thank you so much for watching.